Well, we saw the Australian economy contracted by 7%. The number didn't come as much of a surprise to the markets, but of course it does have incredible historical significance. The biggest quarterly fall we've seen for the Australian economy was in 1974 when we saw a 2 percentage point fall. So this is just quite extraordinary. However, when we look across the world, Australia hasn't done too badly. So for the June quarter, the UK was more than a 20% contraction, the US was a little less than 10, and Europe was a little more than 10. So we're not standing too badly in that international comparison, and of course the reason behind this collapse has been the impact of government policies to deal with the coronavirus. Those policies have been broadly affecting consumption. So we saw a 12.1% contraction in consumer spending, and that represented 98% of the overall contraction in the economy. We saw things like transport services down 88%, accommodation down 77%, catering down 55%, and health down 20%. So right across the board we saw extraordinary weaknesses in consumption, with the exception of some household goods which were benefiting from government payments. Indeed, disposable income was up by 2.2%, despite a 2.5% fall in wages. So what does that mean? That's meant that the savings rate, with this huge fall in spending and an actual lift in incomes, the savings rate has lifted to nearly 20% from 6% in the last quarter. And that, of course, has meant that household balance sheets are actually in better shape now than they were going into this June quarter. So overall, a very, very devastating but not unexpected collapse in the June quarter, totally dominated by the consumer. A flat quarter expected in the September quarter, but a solid recovery coming in the December quarter as we see reopening right across the board.